Hello and welcome back, Flosstubers, or, hi if you're new. I just already did something I would normally edit out. Hey, hi, I'm Doxa. That's not my real nickname. And I call myself the Lazy Stitcher, which I'm sure you'll see why later. First, FYI of my channel, before I used to edit out things like me burping and, I also used to do things like show where I previously was in a project and then, do a comparison for editing. But I gotta be honest, last time I made a video and I did editing, it took me like 2 to 3 weeks just to get it edited. And I can't do that, it's just not gonna fly. So in the future, not gonna have comparison shots and whatnot, and I'm gonna try to do this without editing. We'll see how it goes. If you really miss the editing, you can let me know. I probably won't actually change anything, but I appreciate the feedback nonetheless. And maybe someday I'll bring it back. Just right now, it's not really workable. So let's see. Before I get into showing you guys all kinds of stuff, there's a lot of stuff today, which you wouldn't expect because I had an update recently, but again, it took me a long time to edit that update, so that's why. So yeah, first thing I want to talk about, I changed up my rotation. So I used to do 7-day, so week rotation. I had 3 whips that would stay in my rotation, and then I had a week where I would just pick a random whip. I have a small pile of what I call Wildcard WIPs that I randomly pick out. And basically like I said, yeah, so that's how I did it. And now I'm going to be doing 5-day rotation instead, because I found that by the end of 7 days I was getting kind of burnt out, a little bit bored of what I had to work on, stuff like that. It just wasn't really, everything was getting kind of boring to me. Oh, we're gonna have a friend. It's Moody. You can hear my husband in the background doing chores like the great man he is. He's Moody. Look at him and his one eyeball. We love you, Mad Eye Moody. My sweet little kitty. He's so small. I don't know how little he is. But anyway. So there's going to be interruptions, and again, I'm not editing them out. So sorry, guys. Or not sorry. You guys understand, I'm sure. So anyway. 5-day rotation. That's what I've decided to do from now on. I think it's just going to work better. We'll see. And I'm going to talk about the pieces I added to my rotation as well later on, once I actually get to showing you those pieces, because I think that makes the most sense. But yeah, now I decided to add like a couple more slots, a couple more projects. He's trying to make me laugh by like putting on funny hats and stuff. Sweet husband. Yeah, that's basically what I was gonna say. I said that a lot faster than I thought I would, but that's good because there's a lot of stuff in this. So let's get on to it. I'm still petting Moody. So I fully finished a few things pretty shoddily. Not gonna lie. But whatever. First one for Paul, Rock the Stash. Mustache in this case. I still have to give this to him. I haven't given it to him because I needed to show it, so now I can. Not much to say. Very basic finishing. Just gonna. I also did, and this one's worse, Let's Set Sail, which I hung up in Robin's room. It's cute. And then I fully finished another one of my Lizzie Kate yearbook series months. It's a little sad. Okay, so basic finishing isn't bad. I mean, it's not as taut as January was. The big problem is, and you can't see it from afar, thank goodness. You see that? You see that? That's hot glue. Yep, I got hot glue on it. Couldn't think of how to get rid of it. Like, at this point, I could maybe heat it up and maybe wipe it away, but I'm worried that would just make things worse because it might spread, you know? So this is the consequence of my actions and my obsession with the hot glue gun. I have to live with that for the rest of my life now. I have another story about living with something for the rest of my life too, so that'll come. So that's all for fully finished items. I am going to have, I only can fully finish things when my mom's around, and for the past like month we've been pretty busy. We're going to be busy this weekend too when she comes over, but eventually I'll start fully finishing some more stuff. So I did have some finishes, just not fully finished. We've got my cute little owl. This is a Mill Hill kit. Oh, you can see the threads in the back. That won't be a big deal when I fully finish it. But isn't he cute? Or she? Very cute owl. Love it. I love Mill Hill kits. They're really fun. Easy to do. And love how it came out. Oh, there you can see a little shimmer. Definitely gonna do more. I gotta fully finish it at some point, but I'm not in a hurry. It's September, so as long as I get it done in time for Christmas to go on our tree. Next finish, this is the only other finish, is July. That's all wrinkled up. Good job, me. That's okay. I iron things. Lizzie Kate Yearbook series, 28 count light mocha cashel linen. Isn't that cute? Oh, with the serged thread hanging out there. There we go. Yeah, July. So June took me forever. Took me a month and a half to do June. On the bright side, July took me a month and 5 days. So there's improvement, which is good. I am still far behind though. So, well, I suppose I could be worse behind, but I'm still behind, unfortunately. But there's July. I'm gonna put that away until it gets fully finished. I'm gonna continue to let it get wrinkled. That's fine. Again, I'm just gonna iron it anyway. Okay. Next, I might as well show you, I've been working on August. The day I'm recording this, it is the 19th. I was hoping to get done by tomorrow. I don't think that's gonna quite happen, but I'm close. Here's August. Same fabric and everything. So there's a bathing suit right here. There's a pair of pants right here. This is a pile of sand, and there's a shovel right there. That's all that's left. I think it'll take me 2 to 3 days. It'll still be a slightly faster than I finished July, but not as fast as I had hoped. So I'm behind. We'll see. I'm trying.
So I'm gonna make a little noise upstairs. If it's too much, let me know.
Okay. You heard him, people. He's gonna make noise upstairs.
And maybe we'll accidentally on purpose wake up the baby.
Our baby's sleeping right now, and it's late and he's sleeping, which makes us very nervous.
Not late enough.
Yeah, it's not late enough. Like, he goes to bed around, well, I try to get him to bed around 9. Usually he doesn't really go to bed until 10, and it's past 7 now, so. Okay, hopefully his noise won't disturb us and what we're doing. Okay, so next I added a new whip to my rotation. Garden Cat by Satsuma Street. I right there. Let's see if I can. So Garden Cat, I hadn't done much of this because it was a mania start. I had just done some of the top part of the cat and most of this flower. So I'll show you where I am now. I love this piece. It's really fun to stitch. Love the beautiful colors. And this is where I am now. So, it's a little hard for me to tell. There we go. Sorry, I had to peek my head through there. There we are. Pretty good. I'm almost done with the sun. So I want to, next time, hopefully finish the sun. And if I'm really lucky, I'd like to get the next cloud. I think that's a cloud. Done as well, or at least a good chunk of it. And then I'm going to start moving down here again. But the sun is a very large portion of the design, so that feels good to get that underway. And yeah, it's really a beautiful piece. So, oh, someone woke up from his nap. He might be coming downstairs to eat, so you guys get more life noise. Enjoy. Yeah. Beautiful, colorful piece. I'm stitching this one on a 14 count Aida. It's Charles Craft. I forget what color it is. It's like a sage green, some kind of green. Okay. Next, I have a new start. So I got a used kit, DMC kit. It had the fabric still there. The person had not marked the actual chart. Oh, sorry, my hair's a bit of a mess. The person hadn't actually marked the chart, and most of the floss was still there, but I think they did use some of it. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It's a wedding sampler. I decided I'd do this for myself and my husband because I thought it was really pretty. Since this is a new start, all of this is new. This is while I was still on a weekly rotation. Oh, I have a hanging thread here. Forgot that I had a hanging thread. I do that a lot. But there we go. Isn't that pretty? Yep. A&E. I'm Amanda, and he is Eric. Right now the E does not look centered properly, but I think it should be once I do more over here. If it looks wrong, it really wasn't that long to stitch, so I could frog it and redo it. And I probably would. I'm lazy. I normally don't like to do that, but I probably would in this case. But yeah, it's really pretty, and for 1 week, pretty decent progress. I liked working on it. So this is this is a wildcard whip, so it's not going to be regularly in my rotation yet. Eventually I put things in my regular rotation. The next piece is for my best friend Claudia. So I did Pretty Little New York for Claudia, but I figured I'd do an actual wedding piece for her as well. And this is what I chose. My wish is what brings us together today. Yeah, Princess Bride fans. Now, the funny thing about this is that it later occurred to me, I was like, is Claudia even that much of a Princess Bride fan? She's like a really good friend. We've been best friends for a really, really long time. Known her since like 3rd grade. And yeah, I don't even know if she's that much of a Princess Bride fan, but I was like, I mean, it's just too funny and too cute to not do it. Plus, the hair color is pretty similar to hers. Her hair's a little bit darker, but her fiance is a dirty blonde. So, I don't know. It's just really cute. I thought it was funny. Claudia's cute and funny too, so here we go. This is where I am on that. So, I was putting this project as like my smalls, because I like to have at least one small project I'm working on. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but anyway, this is where I am. I worked on it a little bit after finishing the owl ornament, and then I worked on it again for another 5 days. So it's probably about 8 days total. That's pretty good. I plan on kind of doing this one like back and forth with other pieces. So, because I want to just get it done right away so I have plenty of time to wash it and get it fully finished and framed and everything. So I plan on, you know, working on something else and then this one until it's done. Now, some things to know. The pattern calls for DMC light effects, which we all know and hate. And I decided I would instead, oh yeah, you could use baby goop in between once in a while. That helps them too. You can pick out whatever ones. Sorry, my husband's feeding the baby for me. He's eating chicken, and he's gonna have some cornbread and a little bit, we still have some leftover baby food, and it's good for like giving him something to kind of, you know, rinse out his mouth. Okay. So anyway, so instead of the white DMC light effects, I used Krennic that I had. Krennic. I hate saying it that way. I don't like that. I think I might just say Krennic, unless that's like super offensive or something. So anyway, I used white Krennic, and then I got some Petite Treasure Braid is the other that it calls for. Again, light effects, but I got Petite Treasure Braid instead. And I'll show you that later. Okay, next one I'm going to show you is my birth sampler for my son, or birth record, I don't know what you'd say. It's by Stitch. Oh, I didn't say, the last pattern, the one that's Princess Bride, is by Stiotch on Etsy. And it's being stitched on 28 count white Monaco. So, Stitchrovia, baby boy, I don't know, customizable, it is something, whatever is what it's called, baby boy. Last time we saw this, I was finishing up the word boy. I was in there. So, I finished that. Spoiler alert. There we go. There's my pretty. And so I finished the word boy. I got the little ducky. I started this, and eventually there's a pacifier at the end. I just wanted to get that started. There's a star there, and I started his name. So just so you know, his middle name is not Xander. It's Alexander, which you could probably figure. But I didn't finish stitching his name yet. So Xander it is. This officially puts me at more than halfway done with this piece, which makes me really happy. I'm stitching it on 14 count white Ada. Yep. I love it. It looks great. I'm really bored of it. I want to be done. But I'm only a little more than halfway. But it'll happen. I just have to be patient. This piece is one of the reasons that I want to do just 5 days before I rotate. So, okay. We've got another wild card piece, one that I don't work on very often at all. And that is the Stitchrovia Quotes to Live By Sal. I am super behind on this Sal. I'm not trying to keep up. Last time you saw me work on it, I had finished the first quote and I had barely done anything up here. I just did enough so I could reach the quote, really. So I decided that instead of starting the second quote, I would try to fill in that gigantic thing that says Quotes to Live By. Just because if I don't work on that, like, if I only work on the quotes, I'll never finish it, because I don't want to do the big jump thing. So, there's the quote. Beautiful. Love it. I need to secure some threads better. I know I have a better idea on how to do that now. Pin stitch, my friends. It is amazing. So, but anyway, so I just had basically the border done. So I just added in here and over here. So, sorry, Flosstube itchy nose. It looks nice. I love it, but it's really super boring. So, but because I made myself do that, I am now giving myself permission to start the second quote eventually. This is not a priority piece. I just You know, again, it's another wildcard piece, so I just work on it here and there. And that's fine with me. It doesn't, you know, that's fine. So, mentioned that I was adding more pieces to the rotation. So, one of them, I went through my Wildcard WIPs and I decided on Glory of Autumn. Hadn't worked on this in a long time. I chose this one because it has the most progress. Just made the most sense. I'd rather work on my Crescent Moon Dragon, but it just made more sense to work on the thing with more progress. Plus, it's fall right now, or it's about to be fall in just a few days. Yeah, so might as well work on this one. Last time you saw it was quite a while ago. I've been working on the mill. I usually was going from one place to the next, but I've decided to start concentrating on one area at a time. So I'll show you guys where I am now. Alright, I'm blazing right through this. Okay. So here we go. Glory of Autumn. So, what I decided to do instead is I finished off the mill in this section, and then I'm working on this section. I'm going to do a little bit up here. There's a bit more mill here, but it's a little bit different. I think I'm going to try to move all the way over to the edge and then start filling in and kind of moving down and filling in. And then once I filled in all the like bottom half, I'm going to move up into the trees, which is going to be the most fun part. I decided to start with the mill because it's the most boring, and I am a save the best for last type of person. So that was my thought. This lovely needle minder was given to me by the lovely Ingeborg, a Stitch Too Far. I will talk a little bit more about that later, but isn't that beautiful? It's a butterfly. I love it. I love it. All right. So that's looking pretty good. I love this. This is such a beautiful piece. It's really amazing. Oh, got a husband. He's moving around.
Touch my wings. That's a special thing.
I'll tell you what that is later. He just wants to make my videos so special. Real life, people. 3 dogs. Hey, that's enough. Good girl. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, so one really cool detail I noticed, check this out. This is the shadow of the wheel. Isn't that cool? I never noticed that before, and then when I finished I was like, oh, that's really neat. Love it. I can't believe it. We're already on my last whip to show. Like I said, I'm blazing through this a lot faster than I thought I would. Okay. So last whip. So one thing I do is I tend to stitch a lot of presents for other people, and I don't stitch a whole lot for myself, or at least my house. Like if it's for my husband or for Robin,
Bye-bye.
at least it would be in my house, right? So that's something I figured I need to start doing. And what I decided to do is I noticed that I was starting to use my smalls, used to be weak, for other presents for other people. Like I'm working on that one for Claudia, and then I was like, oh, I want to do one for my niece. Garden Cat, I forgot to mention, is for my niece, Atia. I have 2 nieces, they're twins. And Garden Cat is for her, and I'm gonna do Mermaid Lagoon for her sister. But then her sister Maris had been like, oh yeah, I want you to do a sea turtle for me, and I'm like, there's no sea turtle in Mermaid Lagoon. I didn't remember her saying that. So I'm gonna do some little pieces for them. But anyway, you see the idea. Like I just keep adding on these other pieces for other people, and I was like, I'm never doing anything for myself. So I finally was like, I'm gonna add another slot for smalls. So I'll have smalls for other people, smalls for me. Figure that's fair. Oh, I also forgot to mention, because I keep forgetting, with Glory of Autumn, it's a dimensions kit. So I'm just using everything straight from the kit. I didn't replace the fabric. It's 14 count Ivory Ada. Okay. So this one next one. New start as well. This is R is for Robin. Why would I ever stitch that? And it's by SamSarah. Cute. So I started that. Been working on it for 3 days, so 2 more days on this. Ta-da! Oh, great lighting, right? There we go. Get a little closer. Isn't that cute? I love it. So I'm not using the called for threads, which is like Gentle Arts and Weeks. I'm just like, ain't nobody got money for that. So I decided instead I would just do DMC, and I got this one from Stitcher's Paradise from Pam, and she had provided some anchor floss. So this is my first time using anchor, which, if you're curious, looks just like DMC. Like, it feels kind of rougher, so I thought it wouldn't be as shiny. It's just as shiny. It looks the same, really. It might be a little bit thicker. I mean, I'm guessing it is too, because people talk about Anchor Black being, you know, thicker, better coverage than DMC Black. So, but, you know, like, I don't think anyone's going to be able to tell the difference between what color is Anchor and what's DMC, right? And she provided the fabric as well, which is a 28 count linen. I don't know what kind exactly, from Zweigart. It's the called for Newport Red natural linen. So it's super cute. And you see those eyes? Those are French knots. I can't do French knots. Actually, I forgot to mention this too. In Claudia's, I decided to try to do colonial knots. And they came out fine, but they're really small. But then I just had an epiphany of like how to do French knots. I don't know how this happened. I had an epiphany, and I made 2 perfect French knot eyes for those birds. They're perfect. You can't tell me otherwise. So I'm thinking about, I don't want to rip out the colonial knots, but they're so small that I might actually be able to like do French knots on top of them. And well, I might try it. I don't know. I'm nervous about making things worse. Or I can make them all colonial knots. I don't want to make the 2 different kinds because it'll be kind of obvious. And Claudia's very stickler. She notices these things. I don't want to say OCD because that's not really right, but yeah. Okay, so that's everything I've been working on. Doing pretty well so far. I have a ton of haul to show, but before I get into the haul, I'm going to show you one piece, and it's going to bring out a story. You might notice that Motherhood was not one of the pieces that I was working on. So I had talked to Stephanie about dyeing another piece of fabric. I hadn't heard anything, and I kind of hit that mental place where I was like, you know what? I don't really want to do Motherhood now anyway. Like, I think I need time away from it. And then, of course, I got a message from her, and she's like, hey, the fabric's ready. Did I invoice you? I'm like, no. That's fine. So I did get the fabric. I haven't taken it out of the package, and I'm not going to now. Spellbound, 25 count. This was a special order. Logana. It's beautiful. But I looked at it, and I was like, okay, I can see it better, but this is still really small. And I had that, like, moment, like, where I just went, you know, maybe it's just not meant to be right now. I think that the problem is, you know, I have a lot more stitchy time now, right? Because I stitch while Robin's playing in his room. But I have to be ready to just set aside my piece if he needs attention, if he needs anything. The piece gets set aside very quickly, right? And that happens, you know, all day long, which is fine. But it means that I can't concentrate really well on a piece, right? Sorry, my husband keeps looking at me, and I'm like wondering what he's thinking. If he's like, oh, what a terrible mother. She stitches around her child. No, he obviously doesn't think that. But anyway, So I have to quickly put things away. And I don't think it's going to work for a piece like that. I think that I need to be able to fully concentrate. Now, another option is I could get yet another piece of fabric. Like I could get Ada. But this is the third piece of fabric. I'm not buying any more fabric for this. It's over. I just have to accept it. I'm just not going to work on it right now. But that's okay. I will work on it eventually. I will, just not right now. Someday when I am able to just sit there and fully concentrate and not get interrupted or anything. So it's going to be a few years out. Maybe more than a few years. But that's okay. That's life. So be it. It also means that I'm not going to work on any pieces that I'm not going to do like 1/1 on 28 count. That's not happening right now. Not going to do any higher count fabrics. Nothing over like 32 count. So no 36, no 40, none of that for me. Which rules out some of the most of like the Lawn Dog samplers or like everyone's into Dragons of Sumatra right now, which I really like that piece too, but not happening. Nope. So that's okay. Did get me thinking I could work on a time for sugaring maybe, because a time for sugaring, so that one's really time intensive, but the difference with that one, and I wasn't happy because I wasn't making much progress. I have more time now, could make more progress, right? It doesn't have a lot of confetti, at least in the part that I'm on right now. I'm sure it will eventually have more confetti. That one's on 18 count. I think it's easy count, Ada. It's the red lines, DMC. That one I might actually be able to do, but I don't know. I'm gonna, you know, don't set me to that because I want to see how my new rotation works anyway and see how it goes before I add a big piece like that, because that thing's going to be my rotation forever. It's huge. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, now I'm just going to show you haul. Well, one more other thing I have to talk about. So Stitch from Stash. My birthday happened at the end of August. August 29th is my birthday. And a lot of the stuff I have here is presents. So my mom directly got me presents, and my husband kind of didn't get me anything, but no, he's not a jerk. No, he's perfect. He's perfect and wonderful. He baked me a cake from scratch and brought me out to dinner. It was wonderful. I had a great evening. It was wonderful. But as a result, I was like, well, how about I just, you know, buy some stuff for myself and call it a birthday present? He was like, yeah, sure. Haha, right? Stitch from Stash.
I did buy you that fabric, even though you told me exactly what to buy you.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. The only thing he technically bought me was a piece of fabric that I put it in the cart with the discount. Picture this plus Christmas and July sale. He did get me that. But right? That's not cheating too bad, right, Eric? He's just wiggling his eyebrows at me. So we're going to count it. I try to be as fair as possible about this because I want to actually follow Stitch from Stash. Like, that's the point. So depends on if you consider that cheating or not. I essentially used, we'll just say money, and I didn't go too crazy here to count it as that. Okay, so let's just get into the stuff. This first bit of stuff is from Stitcher's Paradise. Oh, Pam. And none of this that you're about to see was a present, so I counted all of this. Okay. So first, Sweetheart Tree. Look at that cute little grapes thing. It comes with the little churmy things. There you go. Next thing. I thought this was really cool. So I like different multicultural kind of patterns because, yeah, I just think that's fun. So I like this. I felt bad because someone else really wanted this, and I stole it from them. It's Joan Elliot. Yeah, Joan Elliot. Isn't that cute? Love it. I love the colors. But I do feel bad because someone else really wanted it. I have another thing. It was a freebie, but it's just the pattern. It's a SamSarah. And it's like a gourd. It's cute. Gourd. It's a Halloween-y fall piece. Oh yeah, I forgot I got this thing. Oh good lord, what was I thinking? So this is by Kimberly Mueller, and it's Rapunzel. It's got the tower, and it tells you the whole tale of Rapunzel. Yeah, that's huge. Oh lordy, when am I ever going to stitch that? No, I love it. It's great. It's really pretty too. The colors in this example are super dull and hard to see. I would probably do it, but I bet you it looks great in person too. Some things just don't photograph well, you know? Like me. But yeah, someday. It is cute. It's just huge. Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot, like, I got all this stuff. This is a Cinnamon Stick Christmas. I can't read Roman numerals. I should be able to. I took Latin. Folksy Santa, designed by Sandra Sullivan. So here's Folksy Santa. I don't know. I just thought that looked appropriate for Vermont, right? I'm not going to make him a thing. I'm not that creative. I'm just going to do that version of the Santa. Isn't he cute? I like that Folksy Santa. Don't you think that's good for Vermont, dear? He's nodding.
Yes, dear.
Alright. Cricket collection. Oh, this is so cute. I have a little bit of floss in here. I'm not going to show you. She gave me some floss. And there we go. The teacher apple one is cool, and this is like meant to be kind of like representing education, but look at that. I love that hot air balloon. I love hot air balloons. They're great. Never been in one. They're very cool though. Isn't that pretty? Love it. Alright. Dropped one of the flosses. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's a flying baby. Yeah, he hurt his little forehead. Look at that. Isn't that sad? What does Daddy do to you? You know, if you break the baby, you still have to watch him. It's not like the dishes.
Oh, it doesn't work that way?
No. You better not break him too bad, though, because then I call the cops. I'm kidding. Well, I would call the cops if he, like, did something horrible to him, but... Robin's not quite walking. He still holds on to things, and he slips and he falls sometimes. That happens with babies. My husband's not a bad guy. Okay. Next, we've got Crosspoint Designs, Little Home in the Woods, designed by Janice Lockhart. Isn't that pretty? It says, God bless our little home in the woods, which we are a little home in the woods. Now, I'm probably going to take out that. Hope, you know, not trying to offend anybody. We're just not a religious household. I've mentioned that before, so it's cool. Oh, freebie. Stony Creek. Laugh a lot. That's cute. I love it. I love birds. I don't know why I seem to be into cross-stitching birds. Oh yeah, I'm debating. I'm not going to show you this one because I might stitch it for somebody. So that's just going to hide. And I got a piece of fabric. Need more fabric, actually. I legit need more fabric, so. I have another order from her coming. So this is my fabric. Forgot to tell you what it is. It's a 32 count woodland silk and linen by Bewitching. Right? Yeah. Cool, huh? That's nice. I like that color. That should go with most things. That'll be good. It's a weird cut, too. I didn't mention that. It's a very strange, it's really long and wide. It's like 14 inches by like 36 inches, I think, which is weird, but hey, that's what she had left, you know? And I'll be able to put a few things on that. Skinny long, or something really long and skinny. Love it. Okay. Next. Birthday gift. All right, my husband actually did legitimately buy this for me. We talked about this. This piece of fabric is for The Castle by Teresa Wentzler. I've been wanting to do that. One, I kind of forgot I had it, and then I remembered I had it again because I bought the digital pattern and I printed it out, and then I was like, oh, I gotta do that. So I got this fabric for it. It's called Ariel. It's a 32 count Belfast. Picture this plus. Fat quarter. And it's showing up a little lighter, but it's a really light blue. It's called Ariel for a reason. It looks like a sky, which is what I was going for The Castle. I thought that would look good. Yeah, it's really looking a little way too light, but there you go. You get the general idea. Yeah, like from here it looks like there's nothing on there, but that's what it's like. It's really subtle, light blue modeling. I really like it. It's perfect, I think, for that piece. It's funny because I got this and then 32 count. I was checking Ms. Oh So Crafty's. I was trying to find what blending filaments she used, and I checked her blog and she was like, I recommend doing it on 28 count because there's a bunch of fractionals, and I was like, Arr. But hey, it'll work. I'm gonna make it work, it'll be fine. So my mom got me this. She got me Cross Stitcher. This is the little free quote-unquote expensive magazine kit. Danielle Stitcherista does a flip through of that. Sorry I keep looking at myself and not trying to remember where it is because I'm using my phone. But much like her, I am really into this one by Emma Congdon. Looks like a tattoo. Oh my god, I want to do that one so bad. Yep, that's on my short list. She also got me the Just Cross Stitch Halloween. Now, I know a lot of people have not been into this. I'll admit, I've got the 2013 one, which I like almost every single design in that one. I still like a lot from this. But I also have pretty eclectic taste, so, you know, we all have different taste, and that's fine. That's fine. So, oh yeah. Let me put that aside for a sec. Okay. So she also got me a very generous gift card for 123 Stitch. So I got some stuff from there. So let me pull those beauties out to show you all. Oh, did you hear that? A jingle. Okay. So first thing, I got September, October, November, December. So I've got everything, and I've got all the fabric for this series. So I can finish it. What was funny is this was back ordered. I got the notification that it was back, immediately ordered it, and they were like, oh, sorry, it's back ordered again. But they ended up sending it separately, and it arrived the same day as everything else anyway. So thank you, 123 Stitch. No complaints. I'm not on September anyway. I'm almost there, though. Almost. Love this. I think there must be other people doing this, because that happened to me with July and August, too. So I'm happy I've got all of it now. I shouldn't have a problem anymore. I got my first Petite Treasure braid. Got silver. This is for Claudia's piece, for the Mauish. I love it. Well, I haven't used it yet, but I figured that this would be better than maybe Krennic, because people just rave about Petite Treasure braid. So, got that. I got some beads for my, Crescent Moon Dragon, because I don't have the beads for that yet. I'm cheap, so and the beads are really, this is really expensive. See these little beads? They're like $4. $4 for these things. For these little crystal-y beads. That won't focus. Focus. Yeah, I can't really get it too. But anyway, that's expensive. So I hope there's enough in here. So yeah, so I only got one thing of the beads for now. And then the last bit of stuff that I'm going to show you. So I got a bunch of colors for this project. It's a Steampunk Serpent, also by SamSarah. It's a SamSarah kind of day. So I got the colors I didn't have. -1, because I didn't have it on my list of colors I needed, so I'm missing, what was it called? Berry Splash. So I have to buy Berry Splash still. It's kind of a pinky color. So I'll just show you these. These are very colorful. Oh, isn't this great? I love it. Look at them colors. I'm not going to go through them individually, but yeah, I'm so happy about these colors. Only problem is I floss tossed on all my fabric. It doesn't look good on a single one of them. Dough. But I do have another order coming from Stitcher's Paradise, and I do have fabric in that one. I normally don't get fabric from her, but I was trying to concentrate on fabric instead. So hopefully I got something that looks kind of like that. I have some grays that I thought would look good, but unfortunately they are too close to that gray on its belly. It just doesn't quite work. So, alright, so 1, 2, 3 stitch order. Mostly kitting stuff up because I have enough patterns. Let's get into that, right? Okay, next bit. Well, next thing I'll talk about, actually, I'm going to skip that. Got more just cross stitch. I got the fall one that everyone's seen with that beautiful autumn sampler. Got the ornament one. Love it. That's all you really need to know. Sorry, got low battery warning. Hopefully that doesn't look too bad. Okay, so next, I forgot about this. I got some of the Walmart floss when it was 25 cents. I didn't go crazy. I didn't get a ton of it, but I did get some. So that's all you really need to know there. I'm not showing you individual colors of floss. Good lordy. Okay. I went thrifting with Paul for like the first time. I mean, I've technically been thrift shopping the first time for cross stitch. So, this is a story. So, first place we went, I got a stamped cross stitch kit. I'm not going to show that to you yet. Stay till the end of this video. And then we went to another thrift shop, but that one was pricier. It also had a stamped cross stitch kit, but I didn't buy that because it was like $6. I'm not paying $6 for stamped cross stitch, which I'm never gonna stitch. Alright, then we went into another Goodwill and I scored. So, first cool thing I got, a scroll frame for $4. Has some counted canvas. I have somebody in mind for that. It also came with a little bit of Ada. So, sweet. My husband made me a beautiful scroll frame. The one he made is huge. This would be great for smaller projects. Like, this might be perfect for my dragon. I really need a stand. Like, oh, I need a stand. I also found in there, because I did some good searching. I listened to McKenna and I just went through everything. Got full kit for that price. It has everything in it. That's pretty cute. I mean, I don't know for sure if I'll stitch that, but I might actually. It's little. So, got that. Kept searching around. Found some individual patterns. This is an example of one right here. I actually like this. It's old, but it's nice. It's pretty. Yeah. Yeah, I might actually do that. And I'm not going to show you what I found next, but I got excited because I found in the sewing section a ton of magazines. There were a bunch of For the Love of Cross Stitch. I found like 20 of them. And I got it all for super cheap. Love it. Love it. So that was really exciting. I'm not showing them to you again because there's like a ton of them. they're old cross-stitch magazines, I mean. Now, more on old cross-stitch magazines. My mom, I forgot that I did this. I sent her a listing on Facebook of one of those like Facebook selling things. I don't remember doing this. I don't even drink, so I don't know, like, well, I don't drink much anymore. So, anyway, she actually got it for me. It was 86 different cross-stitch pieces. This is the list the person had. More magazines. Leaflets, and one book, which was really cool, Cats of the World in Cross-Stitch. It's really cool. I'm not going to show you all of this stuff because, seriously, it's a ton of stuff. So I got a ton more magazines. Cross-Stitch and Country Crafts, Cross-Stitch and Needlework. That one looks especially good. For the Love of Cross-Stitch, Cross Quick, Leisure Arts, and a bunch of other stuff. Single magazines as well. So, wow. Again, I'm not going to show you. Now, the thing about old magazines, I'm not a hater because, you know what? I find that flipping through them, I find at least one pattern I like in almost every single magazine. What I've been doing with the magazines is I take pictures of the patterns I like, or, you know, even just the finish, whatever. I take a picture of what I like in there, and I've been making little albums on my phone so that I have a reference. So when I'm ready to, like, start, you know, getting ready to get in that mindset of starting something new or kitting something up, I have a reference of an easy way to flip through the magazines, because I'm not going to remember everything that's in those magazines. And then this way I know, like, okay, I could do one of the magazines. So there you go. Okay. Next piece of haul. We're getting near the end finally of it. Yeah. So more thrift. Now, again, with all this stuff that I purchased, some of it I counted as like birthday and some of it isn't. I tried to be as fair as possible. So went to a Salvation Army in a different town. Found some little kits. You know, I'm not crazy about it, but hey, I might actually stitch that. It's just so small that why not? Well, that's pretty funny for a bathroom. Yeah, why not? They were 25 cents. They were marked down to 25 cents. Yeah, I'm gonna buy that. And then I flipped through like their crafty section, and there were a ton of patterns. So I got a ton of these. I'm gonna actually show these to you, but I'm gonna be kind of quick. I'm not gonna tell you designers or anything. If there's any that you really like, just let me know, and I will try to flip through and tell you who the designer is. There was a lot. So I flipped through. The first time I went through and I just grabbed everything cross-stitch and put it into a pile. And then I went, ooh, that's a lot of stuff, because I didn't know how much it was actually going to cost. So then I flipped through again and just grabbed things that I thought I would actually stitch, or that I at least liked, right? Even if I might not necessarily stitch it. And then I bought that stuff, and it ended up being way cheaper than I thought. Of course, that always happens, doesn't it? In thrift or Goodwill or, you know, Salvation Army. So I may someday go back and rescue the other ones. Again, those weren't as much to my taste, but, you know, we have ways of finding homes for these things. Hint, hint, end of the video. Okay, so let me show you some of this stuff. And again, not going to go through, I'm just going to do this pretty quick. So we've got this. I thought this was pretty. Yeah, that's actually pretty nice. I like that. What does it say? A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold in a setting of silver. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Oh yeah, this was cute. Hold on to a true friend with both hands. Oh, isn't that cute? I like that. Yeah. A home is built of peace and love, and not of wood or stone. A place where understanding lives and memories are sown. And then you put the name of your family. Yep, that's pretty. Like that, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, I know I got this. I like strawberries. Visually into strawberries. Seashore. Yep. Yep. Some more stuff on the back. Very cute. Oh, yeah. Some smalls. Cute smalls. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously, I like all these. Crossed Wing Collection. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that a lot. Forgot. Yep, yep. That's cute. Horseshoe. Oh, yeah, that's pretty. 4-season series. I would like to find the other ones. Very nice. Autumn at Sinking Creek. Powder Room cross stitch. Oh yeah, I was like, why did I pick this? I remember thinking, why did I pick this one? And then I flipped it over. Ooh, I do like those 4 at the top there. Is it pretty? Oh yeah. Cool. 14 mini samplers. Oh yeah, someone wrote done on them. I didn't notice that before. That's kind of cool. They did that one. Those are nice. And last one. This one, I know who it is. Charles Wysocki? Wysocki? Oh my god, I'm sure I'm saying that really wrong. It's Inventions. I know who this is though. I know a lot of you like this guy a lot. But I have this. Mm-hmm. Very nice. Okay. I also picked up a book. It was like $1 for Candace. I have somebody in mind for this, as well as the counted canvas. So, okay. It's almost an hour. We can do this. We can do this, people. We're almost done. So, next, I got my first rack. My first gift of stitchy kindness. Oh, dear Ingeborg, my dear friend, Stitch Too Far. She is such a lovely person, is she not? Oh, love her taste. She is the best. She passed on to me Good Intentions by Kathy Barrick. I myself am made entirely of flaws stitched together with good intentions. I love it. Oh my god. She just sent that to me because she's nice. She gave, I showed you already the needle minder she gave me. She also, which I absolutely adore, and she sent me 2 beautiful silks from her L&S. Aren't they beautiful? She actually suggested I try them in the Lizzie Kate or my Satsuma Street pieces. The problem is I've kind of started, I don't know. I'm definitely going to use these sometime soon though, and I just have to figure out where. But this actually does look, they do look like colors in the Lizzie Kate ones. This looks kind of like Capri, and this one looks like Begonia. This looks a lot like Begonia. I know those colors very well by now. She also gave me a card. It's a stitched card. And it's Hardanger. Woo! Yeah. What a good friend. Touched my heart. Isn't that beautiful, people? Let me get it close. There you go. Look. Oh. Oh, I love it. I love it. I need to find some way to like frame that afterwards. I love it so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It like made my day. I have to send something back to you. I have a pattern that I know you'd love, but the problem is I haven't done it yet. So I need to figure my stuff out. I do have a few little ideas, but just know I care. Again, I have to figure my stuff out. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of stuff. We're at an hour. I'm gonna squeeze in something else. Ugh, let me grab it. All right, people, as a reward for watching all of that and for being wonderful subscribers, giveaway! I haven't done a giveaway before, and it's finally happening! So, I got all that thrift stuff, and I got all those magazines, so I did end up with some magazine doubles. I have some thrift stuff that, you know, I just grabbed without really thinking about it, but maybe I acknowledge I'm never going to stitch. I've also got stuff that I got in various places that just isn't quite my taste. There's nothing wrong with this stuff, okay? It's awesome. And it's free. So if you don't want it, you don't have to enter. So, but anyway, I know you do. Come on, people. We gotta find this stuff good stitchy homes. These are stitchy pieces that need stitchy homes. Okay, so giveaway rules and everything. I am willing to ship outside of the US. I'm gonna put it anywhere in the world as long as it's not like crazy outrageous expensive. But at this point, anywhere in the world, I'm gonna go for it, okay? You have to be 18 or older to enter, or if you're younger than 18, make sure you need permission from your parent. They have to talk to me and make sure it's okay to send your address to me. Let's see. Entering. So you have to be a subscriber. And no saying giveaway anywhere in the comments. Now, I'm not trying to keep this super hush-hush. If one of these things seems like something that you know a friend might like, go ahead and pass it on. I'm open to new subscribers and everything, but this is meant primarily as a reward for my subscribers. So, I will give you the key phrases to say in the comments. You know, just mention it as casually or uncasually as you want for the different lots, because there's a few different lots that I piled things into. Okay. We're good? Let's do this. First thing, and this one is different than the other ones, because we're all into cross stitch, right? Not as into kind of cross stitch. This one in particular is a stamped cross stitch kit that I got for $2.79 at Goodwill. It was started. It has a rusty needle in it. I'll take that out. I just poked myself with it. Good job. And someone did start it. And they really have very ugly stitches. I'm sorry. I'm not usually judgmental like that, but there you go. You can... I'm not picking that out. I'm sorry. So, but if anyone wants this, the threads, you know, everything else is there. I'll take out the rusty needle because that's disgusting and a hazard. There's actually, I think, more threads in here than like what really belongs to this. But anyway, this one's just a first come, first serve. If anyone actually wants this, go ahead and let me know. I bought it because it was super cheap and I just felt sorry for it. So there we go. Rest of this is more of the juicy stuff. Let's see. So first lot, yeah, this will be the first lot. Okay, lot number 1 is going to be classic fruits. Those are very nice. Heirloom bloom bouquets. I don't know why I'm saying the wrong word. Aren't those pretty, huh? Oh yeah, that's really nice. Morning harvest. Rubies and lace. And then like a wedding from this day forward, like a wedding one. So if you want this lot, just mention flowers, because there's a lot of flowers in this lot. So flowers is the key word for this set of 5 different leaflets. Okay. Next, yeah, I'm going to group all of these together. This is a pretty good one. Not all of that. There we go. Okay, next. I have a kit. I got this for $1 at a garage sale. Everything's in the kit. It's sealed. It's a wedding sampler. Simplicity. It's honestly rather pretty. There we go. So we got that. It's also going to come with, you got teddy bears, cross stitcher's best friend. Teddy bears. We've got As Guardian Angels Cradle You, As guardian angels cradle you on heavenly wings tonight, sweet dreams be yours across the hours till dawn's soft amber light. Isn't that cute? Angel love. That is honestly very, very cute. Love the color. I'm into pink, not gonna lie. Sweatshirt stitching. Oh, hell yeah. Obviously, these don't have to be on sweatshirts. You know what's really cool? Those are dinosaurs in a pocket. I love it. And Freedom in Bird series. It's a birdie riding a firecracker. So if you're interested in that lot, talk about sweatshirts. Or sweatpants. You know, sweat clothes. Alright, next lot. I didn't know how to split these lots, so... Oh! Another thing to mention for the giveaway. You can only win one of these things. One of these lots. So, you know. You can enter as many of them as you want, but you're only getting one. Okay. So we have some lovely, lovely patterns from Shepherd's Bush. These are beautiful. Angels we have heard on high. Singing, sweetly singing. Oh, I don't know how to sing it like that. I just know angels we've heard on high. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Lovely. We have It Came Upon in Midnight Clear with the button. That one doesn't have the button, sorry. This one has the big old button. It's beautiful. Isn't that nice? Man, those are beautiful. And While Shepherds Watch Their Flocks by Night. This one also has the button. Oh, there's some glare. But you get the idea. They're lovely. And also, this one just says Merry Christmas. No buttons with this one, but isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. So, if you want those, talk about Christmas. Anything about Christmas. Now, this one is going by itself. I feel kind of bad about that, but it's a brand, it's a really, not brand, it's fairly new magazine. So, just cross stitch. This is the June 2017 one. It does have that beautiful mermaid in it. Let me just flip to the end to show you what the designs in this one are. We've got a lot of nice things in this. We've got this star, a sampler. I like these seahorses. We got a cute little primitive one. That's a nice pattern. Yeah. Oh, pansy ball. Okay. Okay, you got this? You got this one? Butterfly and moth. Oh, lovely. Lots of lovely stuff in here. For this one, just talk about mermaid. Mermaid, if you're interested in this one. Sorry that one's by itself. It makes sense to me. So now I have some older magazines in 2 different lots of 4 magazines each. We've got one, Leisure Arts. This is December 88. Let me do a quick flip, try to show you if there's some... Well, first of all, the one on the cover is really nice. Isn't that great? I mean, come on. That's really nice. Let me just very quickly see if... Oh, that's really great. Let me show you that. Gorgeous. Beautiful scene. I think this is a really good one, if I remember correctly. This is a good old magazine. I'm not going to go too crazy flipping through these. There's some other stuff in here that you guys might like more than I do because we all have different tastes. I'll just show you that. That's a nice pattern. We've got For the Love of Cross Stitch, March 1999. That's a newer one. Late 90s. So let me show you some nice... There we go. That's nice. I like that. Some spring flowers in like a primitive style. Now, just note that I'm just showing you the stuff I like. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the only good stuff in here, okay? Oh yeah, that's great. It's like tall snowman. Isn't that great? Okay. For the Love of Cross Stitch, I don't want to go too crazy. July 1998. Yeah, that alone on the cover is great. Oh yeah, I love that. I'll just show you one other thing from this. Let me find it. I need a good picture, come on. I'm just gonna have to like... Ain't that cute? Let the sun shine in. Yeah, some good stuff. And last one is the premiere issue of For the Love of Cross Stitch. So this is an older one. Let me just do a quick look, see if there's something in particular I really, really like to show you guys real quick. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Oh yeah, I'll just show you that. That's pretty. Pretty flower. Okay, so this first lot, you can talk about, just talk about, if you want this lot of 4, the ones that have, it's 1 Leisure Arts and 3 For the Love of Cross Stitch, just talk about how much you love autumn or fall. I know they're not necessarily that season, but last is 4 Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. These are a little more worn. We've got March, April 1989. Let me see if I can find one I like really quick. Oh, already. Yeah, that's cute. Yeah. Just because something's old doesn't mean it's bad. You know, there's a lot of good old stuff. There's like tons of good old stuff. Yeah, I like that. So, next, this one is November, December 88. Let's just do a quick look. Oh yeah, chicken. I know someone who likes chickens. Oh yeah, those are super cute. Are all of those in here? I think most of them are. Yeah, some cute Santa stuff. Next, we've got, oh, I love this one. January, February 89. That one on the cover, I love that. I love that a lot. I think that's great. All right, except the C's green, that's kind of weird. I would totally change that color. But otherwise, I think that's great. It's also got, like, right on the front, like, these nice thank you cards. Beautiful. Oh, really low on battery. Hey, get out of my face. There we go. That's beautiful too, isn't it? Great. And then we've got September, October 87. Let me just take a very quick look, see if I can find you guys something good to look at. Also gives you instructions on how to do some really cool finishing ideas, which, not me, but beautiful flower. So yeah, these are great. Oh yeah, these are so cool. They got these animals, silhouettes. So if you're interested in the cross stitching country crafts, the keyword for these 4 is going to be talk about ships or boats or something like that. I know Ingeborg doesn't like boats, but that's how I'll know you're interested in that lot. Okay, finally. So I'm going to have this open until November 1st, and then I will pick winners for all of these. Super excited. I'm like, you know what? I managed to send out both of the baby gifts. It took me a long time, but I managed to do it. I was like, I'm an adult. I can send out giveaway prizes. So yeah, feel free to spread the word, you know, kind of quietly, but you could do it louder if you want. Again, subscribers, sweet. So that's it. Finally. Wow, long video. But I expected it. Hopefully I can update either more often or just it'll be easier with minimal editing. I am going to have to edit this video at least a little bit. There was one point where I just couldn't think of what to call one of the lots. So, I mean, I am going to have to edit that part. So anyway, that's it. Thank you for watching, especially if you've made it this far. Thank you for subscribing, liking, commenting. It means a lot. I got a lot of comments, a lot more than usual on my last video, and it like made my time, made every day that I got a comment was like a good day, people. So thank you. It really does mean a lot to me. It makes me very happy. It's awesome. You guys are great. And I know I've been trying to subscribe more, been more active on Instagram. I'm Doc Somali on Instagram as well, by the way, so follow me. If you're a Stitcher too, I'll follow you back. As long as you don't post like 15 things a day, we're cool. So I love Instagram because it's easier to follow like tons of people. With subscribing on Flosstube, I've been subscribing to more people, but I'm a little slower about it because it's like, it's easy to get overwhelmed, you know. I've been rewatching lately. I didn't tell you my life update. There's not a lot to say. I've been rewatching Stranger Things because next month is the new season. I think I'm just going to leave it at that. You don't need to know about my life right now. It's not that exciting. No offense to myself, just, you know, I can talk about it more another time. So, love you all. Hope you're all doing well. Happy stitching. And yeah, it's over.